Hi all, Goda Govinda. This is Madhvalasya from Channel ML. So today we are going to discuss about the Vata pacifying daily routine. Sorry, we are living near to the um, airport things, so I'm just like trying to avoid it. Um, Okay, so basically, I already told you about introduction to the Ayurvedic Ayurveda, and also like the three Ayurvedic doshas, like Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. I hope you would have found out like what dosha type you belong to by taking some online quizzes. So I am a Vata type. So Vata is always very fragile, puny, and they are very creative. They are always moving, very active, sometimes hyperactive. So those are the predominant. They are very caring, nurturing, they're very talented, multi-talented, etc. But following a daily routine for all the three doshas is very important. So today I thought, whoever are vata doshas, whoever has taken the quiz, and if they figure it out they are vata dosha, then I thought I can share the routine with you all. So that is the plan for today. So basically, I'm going to give you 5 tips, and also the routine which I follow to make my vata balanced and grounded. Because if vata is an imbalance, then it will lead to more of tiredness, stress, and painful cramps and all those things. So the first thing in the morning when I woke up, because rest is very very important for vata body, because vata is full of air, always moving. So rest is very very important. So I'll plan my day in such a way that I'll sleep around 8 p.m. in the night, and then I'll wake up around 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning. Usually I'll wake up around 3:30, and because of my medical issues I have to wake up around 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning. So you need 9 to 10 hours of sleep every day. And then the next thing is as soon as I woke up, I'll just clean my bowels, and then I'll just clear out my eliminate the bowels, eliminate the waste from my bowels, and also brush my teeth. And after that I'll apply some oil in my ears and nostrils. So that is called bala ashwagandha oil. But you can also apply a little bit of sesame seed oil into your nostrils, 1 drop and 2 drops into your ears. And also I'll try to massage my body with the abhyanga oil, which is a balaganda oil, which is prescribed by my ayurvedic practitioner. So basically, before taking bath, I'll try to massage my mostly my back of my ears, and then my feet, and then head, because those things are very important for vata. Massage oil massaging is very very important for vata, because vata, it's because it's calming, rejuvenating, and stress free also. Because since vata is always moving, they always try to get stressed out a lot, because of they are very active and hyperactive and everything. So after that's done, please take a bath in a warm water, not in cold water, not in hot water, just warm water, because warm is very grounding for vata. And then with respect to, after that I would drink some warm water with warm water. So that is also helpful in soothing your thing. And also I splash cold water into my eyes, so that all the tiredness would go away from my thing. And also for breakfast, I would like to have only grounding breakfast, idli, dosa, and everything. Actually vata has to avoid all fermented foods. But then but if you cannot live without eating fermented foods, then you can skip eating fermented food in the night. So morning I'll try to eat rice a lot, rice with more of vegetables, and then dal. Moong dal is very very important for vata. Please avoid tur dal and other dals, masoor dal and other dals, because other dals are full of gassy. I mean, if you want, just dry roast it and then use it. But moong dal is the best. It is full of protein. It has more protein than any other dals or any other lentils. So it is full of protein. So I'll have moong dal rice with vegetables. Even in vegetables also, there are certain restrictions, gas producing vegetables like Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and then things. But you can have vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, beets, because those are all ground vegetables. All the ground vegetables are really helpful in pacifying vata, beans, cluster beans, and then french beans, and then those kind of vegetables. No cabbage, no broccoli, no Brussels sprouts, no cauliflower. So those things will aggravate vata a lot. So you can ask me what nutrients you'll be getting it. There are very many other vegetables, like spinach is there, like tindora is there, squash is there, and then coyote is there. Many things are there where you can get all those nutrients from. So vata is only like, would be pacified. Only if vata is pacified, we can live a stress free life, otherwise it would be very stressful. So, and then like follow a schedule, like, for every meal, because like if you're having like a breakfast at 8 a.m, please make sure your breakfast is at 8 a.m. If you're having your lunchtime at 12 noon, have it as 12 noon every day. Try to follow a diet and then like a routine following this. And then like drink mostly warm water with cumin seeds powder into it, or like, hing, a pinch of hing into it. So that helps us in clearing all the gassy things, because vata is full of air moving and everything. And then like, another thing, always make sure like less is more for vata, because like if you're adding more to it, then it will be like too much of stressful, hectic for you guys. So less is more for vata. So that is one of my mantra. Another thing, massage is very important, and pranayama, do pranayama. So whenever like, you get free time, try to do a massage, or try to, like drink some warm water or warm green tea, no coffee and no tea please. And then like, drink some do some pranayama or healthy thing. And then like, move, but not too much, because like in very slow and intentional movement should be there. So when it comes to exercise, you can do swimming, walking, some simple yoga poses, when especially between morning 6 a.m to 10 a.m, and also in the evening 6 p.m to 10 p.m. Because like, when it comes to fitness, like, gentle, slow and grounding exercises are better for vata. And also like, in the evening, like, drink as much as water as possible, that too warm water. Do not drink anything cold. And then like, before hitting the bed, drink some warm milk with a pinch of like, nutmeg into it. And then like, apply like castor oil into your eyelids. That is one of the practice I would do. And then like, try to hit the bed. I'll have dinner around like 6:30, and then like I'll hit the bed around like 8:30. So that, because rest is very 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 important for vata pacifying body, in order to keep the vata like grounding. So basically like, rest is very very important. So take as much as rest, like minimum 9 hours of rest is important for vata, because that way you're actually connecting with your body, and then like your soul also will be happy. So these are the vata pacifying tips and diet which I follow on daily basis. And also like, try to do massaging, like, from your nearby ayurvedic center, whichever state you are. I mean, I live in Dallas, I guess Santigram USA, Santigram, Santhigram, Santigram USA has ayurvedic massage. It's all over the US. It's in New York, New Jersey, and then Chicago, I guess. Like, it's all over the US. So try to go for a massaging, like, once in a month. And then like try to regenerate yourself. So those things will really help you to keep your vata in balance. And then like, have a stress free life, because vata people get stressed out really very easily, because like, they try to do multitasking a lot. So that is all I have for today's session. So hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for all your feedback and comments. I really appreciate it. So tomorrow I'll be discussing about like kapha body pacifying, or pitta body pacifying routine, for those who are kapha or pitta. And then like, Thursday I'll be discussing about like kapha or pitta, whichever is left out. So see you all like tomorrow. Until then, please take care, stay safe, Goda Govinda.